There are like thousands and thousands of birds here now. So, day 2 of this fiasco. I got the air compressor and all for the AC. I took it out in one shot in case I want to sell it. I mean, I have no use for it, so I might as well sell it. But at least it's not hacked and cut, so somebody can use it. I've gotten a lot of stuff out of the way. I've removed hoses. I'm trying to keep everything labeled and taking it off properly because I might need it. I don't know. This is just for hoses and stuff like that. Fuel hoses, vacuum hoses. That's trash. And like I said, I'm trying to take everything off correctly. Jeez. Look at that! That's amazing! Watch how many birds take off. Alright, they're back there. They're in the field. Here we go. It's insane. Okay, so I've been on a labeling frenzy. I have tagged a lot of stuff. I have boxed a lot of stuff. There's a lot of hoses in there and trash. And I've just been trying to get stuff out of the way, basically. I just started undoing everything down here. Got everything labeled. Wires to horn, and there's the two plugs for the horns. I've got the signals labeled. I just did the signals over here. Now I'm starting on the lights. These plug in the headlights, so that's passenger side headlight left. So this is the left one. This is right. Unfortunately, this car has a shitload of lights in the front end. So I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bulbs on each side. So altogether, that's 12 bulbs, which means 12 plugs, which means a shit ton of fucking wires in the front. So I was staring at this LeBaron. I was staring at the front end, and I was like, hey, that's kind of familiar, the angle and all. And as you can see, the grill's gone, but it's got that little peak to it that points out. And I was like, you know what? My truck is the same way. This truck right here. It's got that point to it. And I was like, you know what? That insert comes out. That insert comes out. And the insert on the LeBaron comes out. So, what I did was I unbolted it and I held it up to my truck. And I was like, holy shit, that's possible. It's the same fucking size, too. Same size, same height, same angle. It's unbelievable. So, I am going to eventually put this on my truck, paint it black, put it on my truck. I think that'll look pretty cool. Let me try to get a good angle. That'll look pretty cool. Alright, so this day is closing because it looks like it's gonna rain, and this is what I'm dealing with right now. I've walked around so much that when the ground thawed, it just turned to mud, so I'm slipping and shit. And plus I'm tired. I've been out here for 4 or 5 hours, so I think I'm calling it quits today. But luckily, I've gotten just about everything labeled. There's still one wire with a plug coming up from the back of the motor. I think that goes to the trans. I won't know until I start pulling the motor and trans out, and then I'll label it, unplug it, and then we'll be good to go. Still have to cut the exhaust. Still have to take the bolts out of the motor mounts. Still have to take the mounts out of the transmission. Still have to undo the linkage to the transmission. There's also a linkage that comes up from the transmission to the back of the motor. I still have to undo that. Still gotta undo the drive shaft before I start to pull anything. So I have a little bit of work left to do. Yeah, I don't know what else needs to be done besides that for now. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done, but it's not too bad. 2 days of work, and I've done this. So yes. Now the best part about this is when I have that body on a chassis, I can get all this wiring that I'm gonna have and know where everything's supposed to be. So all this is worth it. All this labeling is worth it. All the bloody knuckles and everything, it's worth it. Because that motherfucker is gonna be a badass truck. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for now. I got this waterproof material. I'm just gonna drape it over all my wiring.